We are live at Nagel Middle School for the stop it's for the Stop CRT protest before the Forest Hills School Board meeting. Got a great turnout today, as you can see. If we pan around, be great if it didn't shake so much. We got the journos over there. See them? There's the mainstream, and we're over here. There we go. Great turnout tonight. Here, let me see if I can do something. There we go. Oh, can't turn the phone while recording. It's all right. We're used to dealing with what we got. Let's take a look at some of these signs. Got stop critical race theory equals Marxist, American flags. There we go. Oh. Looks like we're getting started. Hope everybody's doing great tonight. It's actually a really nice night for a protest, I must say, weather-wise. But need to oil up my tripod, apparently. Here's a good sign. Here we go. Teaching CRT is child abuse. It's true. Absolutely true. So if you're wondering maybe what CRT is, if you don't know, it's where schools are teaching these kids about supposed white supremacist power structures in our government and how the government is oppressive and how the correct and moral thing to do is to dismantle said things from our governing system. So, yeah, if you think it's Marxism, it is Marxism. If you think it's racist, yeah, it's racist too. It's all these things that you hear in the mainstream media narratives that we've been talking about on the show for weeks. And it is all those things. And it's not good, and these people, in our opinion, that the schools should be teaching this. How's it going?
I'm not. I just want to send that to my wife. I'm not
Sure.
trying.
No, you're good. What's interesting, or what's going to be interesting tonight, is we haven't released the new podcast episode yet because that comes out tomorrow, but we are both attending the school board meeting immediately following this, and we'll be giving you the recording immediately afterward to give you our take on what's going on. Hey, what's up, Max?
What's up? So we're up here, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, this is good turnout.
I know, right? I didn't expect this.
So
many people.
what I from my back channels, because I do have back channels.
Yeah.
I heard that there was an email that went around to the Democrats, and the Democrats are supposed to show up at some point or another.
Really?
I don't know if they're going to show up to counter protest or not, but so far I haven't seen anybody.
Right. I was gonna say
But for sure they might end up in the
meeting.
The meeting. And I'm looking forward to tonight in particular. I'm looking forward to them bringing up the accusations against the three people that were just asking Catrice for information about what she's teaching these teachers, or telling these teachers about, right?
Right.
So that's definitely going to come up tonight, I'm almost sure.
Well, it's supposed to. I mean, they said they were going to talk about it further last meeting.
Yep.
So.
Well, right. But I suspect they're going to get into some more detail about the status, right?
That's what they said. Yeah.
Right, you brought up this. You brought up this accusation.
Accusation. Yeah.
I think you need to back it up, right?
Right.
So, and I'm hoping that's what happens.
I mean, that's what
having to back it up.
That's what intellectually honest and moral people do.
Right. So we'll see.
But who are we dealing with?
But like I said, this is a really good turnout.
Yeah.
So we're going to be doing this, I think, for the next. What time is it now?
It's like 25, 30.
6:30 now.
6:30. Yeah.
So we got about 30 minutes.
30 minutes.
Go on. And of course, they're requiring masks. I don't know.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they're requiring masks.
Yeah.
Vaccinated or not.
Of course.
Probably because they don't trust us.
Well,
like you guys say you're vaccinated.
Right. So you've been listening to the show.
Yeah. So I'm sure of that, but.
Yeah. Oh, I figured as much. Even though the meetings at least looked from the live stream like they were social distance anyway, so a mask really wasn't necessary.
So there's some people trickling in over the side there too. I don't know what they might be the Democrats that are going in to counter those of us who have a problem with this whole critical race theory crap.
Right.
And honestly, I mean, and I'm sure they're going to deny a lot of stuff, right?
Oh, for sure.
They're going to say there's not any of this stuff going on. It's like, okay, well then why did you have to hide anything? Why did you have to lie?
Right.
And we've seen the lies, right?
Oh,
we saw
yeah.
the lies.
Well, yeah, and that's my thing is if you have to put this under the guise of a social initiative program for your kids called CARE or whatever it is, how in the world would you expect me as somebody outside the bubble of the school, so as a parent or as somebody who just lives here, how could you expect me to take you seriously?
Right.
I mean,
right.
There's no...
Well, you can't be, right? You can't
right.
expect it.
Right. I mean, no honest person would.
And again, if you're not ginning up, this whole issue with supposedly harassment that was happening against this Catrice lady,
right?
Which, so far as I can see, I've seen no evidence of that,
right?
And I hope they're expected tonight to demonstrate that evidence.
Well, yeah, that would be the thing. Yeah,
I think they should have to. I think they should
absolutely
have to demonstrate that evidence. I mean, if they're going to
slander somebody in public,
right?
I mean, you should.
Well, yeah, exactly.
You should be forced
really what that
to,
is,
right?
You know,
or yeah.
So, and I don't know if you showed over here, but of course we got. Oh, sorry, we got some media over here. Fox 19 is over there. So, hey, how's it going?
What's happening, man?
Not too much. How you doing?
Going
Great, man.
We're just doing a little bit of live streaming on Facebook.
Yeah.
Hope you don't mind.
Trump. Are you
Yeah.
going to post this anywhere other than Facebook?
I
Do you have your own site?
Yeah, canceled out.
Yeah.
But it might not be on that site. I don't know where we'll.
yeah,
Do
well,
it? YouTube channel yet?
we have a YouTube.
There's my card with my email address.
Oh, awesome.
Oh,
That's
great.
our group. If you wouldn't mind, what's your name, sir?
Scott.
Scott. Okay, when you're done,
Yeah.
if you do post it, would
Yeah.
you mind sending me
Absolutely.
a link to
Yeah,
it?
For sure.
That'd be awesome.
Hey, here you go. This
For
is
sure.
this is my website there,
great.
so you can go there and contact us if you want to. So
That is so
yeah,
cool.
for sure.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
Yep.
I appreciate you guys.
Uh-huh,
Yeah.
yeah.
Jim Burns be out here. Yeah. He put an email out, but
So some good people out here, for real.
Yeah.
Here's my question: when it is time to go in for the actual meeting, since we are protesters, they're not going to accuse us of insurrection when we get in there, are they?
I mean,
I'm just double checking
at this point, anything's possible.
because they might. I mean, you know how
Right.
it is. They like to accuse us of that shit.
Right. Well, I mean, no better way to protest or to create an insurrection than with protest signs and, you know,
Right, right.
and masks and all of the things that we have here. An American flag, you know.
Yeah. I'm just double checking. I just don't,
Yeah. I mean,
I don't want to become a political prisoner or nothing,
right, right. Good grief.
Yep. So it doesn't seem like we're going to get any Democrat protesters out there. I was wondering if we would, but like I said, they kind of got last minute.
Yeah. I was gonna say.
But like I said, the back channels were letting me know that they tend to act on a moment's notice, and they might still, like I said, they might
Right,
still be
they-
showing up inside the meeting. But
Yeah.
I half expected to see some Democrat counter protesters out here, but
Yeah, now that you say that, it is kind of surprising that
Yeah.
they're not, honestly.
well, I mean, this protest seems to be have organized really quick, like within the past couple of days, and it just kind of went viral.
Yeah.
As viral as a little town can get.
Right.
So I will have to, but I don't think they got wind of it soon enough to be able to react to anything.
Hey, thanks, Julie. Yeah, I mean, she said we're great.
Oh yeah, thanks, Julie. You're awesome too.
So, yeah, I mean, I would be surprised. I would be really surprised if they didn't show up during the meeting. I mean,
No, they gotta.
I mean, yeah,
They gotta.
at this point, because this
But
I can kind of
but
see.
I think that they're going to be outnumbered. That's what I think. Which is good.
Well, yeah,
I think this is the kind of crowd that that Dee Dee and Leslie and Forrest and all of them really need to see. I mean, I think Patty for sure. Patty Taylor really needs to see this crowd to see the kind of support that she's probably needed all along.
right. I mean,
Because she's been the only one up there really challenging this critical race theory shit.
right.
And it's just about time that that we just step up and we do this kind of thing right here. I mean, this stuff
Yeah.
actually makes it. I mean, it's weird. I always thought protesting was silly. You know
well,
what I mean? But like, it makes a difference. It really does. Like,
Yeah.
it's a show of support. It's a show of solidarity.
I was gonna say
People need that in order to feel confident to
Yeah.
actually take the other actions that they need to take, which is
Right.
actually standing up to the school board and all of that stuff, right?
Right. Well, and that's the thing. I mean, you say, hey, well, this is only, 50, 60 people, whatever. But these are 50, 60 people who have a stake in what this school is teaching these kids. And at the very least, if you're a smart elected official, you'll at least take it into consideration that, hey, this might not be as popular of an idea as we think it is. These are the people that will show up.
Yeah.
But if these are the people that will show up, they all have friends, they all have family in the area potentially. And so, what is the real number of opposition to
Yeah.
this actual program in these schools?
Yeah. I might see if I can get a couple
there's
of people
one-
to come and talk to us.
There's one Democrat at least. She's got a Black Lives Matter t-shirt on.
Oh, does she? Okay.
Or it says there's a yellow line that I can't
Yeah.
read. I
That
don't
might
know.
be something else.
Yeah.
That might be
Maybe.
more tongue-in-cheek. We'll find out.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go see if we can get a couple people
that'd be
over here
cool.
to talk to us.
That'd be awesome. Again, guys, I hope you are having a wonderful evening. It's actually really nice out here at Nagel Middle School. Nice night for a protest. Everybody's peaceful too, so I mean, as you can see, we're all just kind of doing our thing, talking, having a good time, and you know, making our voices heard. No silly business going on, no funny business going on here. We've got the media over here interviewing people for Fox 19. And so we'll see what the coverage is later. I'm sure they'll air it at some point. So again, this is the Stop Critical Race Theory teaching in Forest Hills School District. They're implementing it, or trying to implement it, through a counselor, a consultant from Hamilton County, and the parents and school district were kind of taken by surprise with it. So that kind of created a spur at the last school board meeting to address some of these issues.
Scott, this is Dan.
Hey, Dan.
This is Scott. He's my co-host on Canceled Out.
Good to meet you.
So we just figured, if they're going to do their thing, we're going to do our thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
As well, right?
Yeah,
so
sure.
since you're here, if you want to just kind of tell people what's going on here, let's set this up.
Okay, so
What's your full name, by the way?
I'm Dan Regenhold, and I have a group, empoweruohio.org, that's joined 14 other groups to create StopCriticalRaceTheory.com.
Oh, awesome.
Which is a statewide website to try to get this mess to go away. Under the darkness of COVID, on July 20th of last year, the school board passed a resolution at 11 o'clock last night, which has brought critical race theory to all these schools in Ohio. And what we're trying to do is get out there and let all parents know you need to find out what your kids are learning, because this critical race theory, what it does is it pits one color of kid's skin against another, and it's just going to make everybody dislike each other for a long time.
Sure.
So we're just trying to end it, and that's what the protest. And I think you can see kind of the interest that people have in just this divisive indoctrination of students.
Yeah. Are you familiar with this CARES program, Ben?
I've just read a little bit about the CARE program, and we were asked by this group to come and support them tonight, and one of our goals is to find out more against them, because I know that the Anderson school board people are going to say, well, don't worry, this CARE is only what's that buzzword, diversity,
inclusion,
the blah 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 blah
Yep.
blah, and we're going to say what happens is it just seems to creep a little bit, and before you know it,
That's exactly.
you've got a full-blown mess on your hands with kids hating each other when the kids should be learning how to do math.
Yeah, what does this have to do with algebra and geometry and chemistry and all that stuff?
Exactly. I mean,
How are you actually preparing people for anything?
Exactly. So I just encourage everybody out there, go to StopCriticalRaceTheory.com, sign up, and we'll let you know what's happening around the state. The good news is there is some legislation that's been proposed by 2 House members in Ohio, and hopefully that'll make it through. We'll see.
Yeah.
Sure. Dan,
That's
thanks
awesome.
for coming.
Thanks a lot.
Good.
We'll be talking.
Great.
Here's that website, by the way,
Oh, yeah.
so you guys can check it out.
StopCriticalRaceTheory.com.
Critical race theory. Whoop. Boom. There's the site that Dan was just talking about. Check it out. We are not affiliated in any way with these people, so just for the record on that, we're meeting them just like you are. So.
Who you guys with?
We're Canceled Out, local podcast. My name's Max.
Max?
How you doing? Nice to meet you, Tom. We actually, there's Bob, there he is. We just interviewed Bob Bibb. He's running for candidate. Published it on Friday, talking.
Yeah, if you guys haven't checked out the Bob Bibb episode, it's a great interview.
Yeah, it's a really good episode. So if you get a chance.
It's our highest playing episode to date.
So canceled out. It's
And
got Max. You can go to our website.
yeah, it's really great. It gives a lot of insight into some of the stuff that we were talking about earlier with the drama with the school board, with this critical race theory stuff.
Show up, you know what I mean?
And
yeah,
so
it's just a different podcast.
yeah,
But if you go to,
it was really informative, especially if you live in the district. You know, it's definitely an imperative that you hear your candidates who may be elected to the school board. And if you don't live in the district, but you live in Cincinnati, you still have a stake in what is being taught at these schools, because guess what? We've talked over the last couple of weeks about King's High School implementing some of these things into their curriculum, and the report that was made from the Inquirer about that. This stuff is creeping around the nation, and like I've said several times on the show, this is the greatest threat to our culture as a nation. I'm not exaggerating when I say this stuff. What we teach our kids is of utmost importance, and what we teach our kids, eventually those kids turn into adults, and that's why you see a lot of the stuff going around that we've got today. I mean, it has to start somewhere, and it starts typically in the schools with these young kids who are just trying to learn and trying to be good students and whatever else, and the adults really are to blame here, taking advantage of the kids and all of that. So everybody still has a stake in all of this, regardless of where you live. If you live in Cincinnati, there you go.
Yeah, once you get talk about it, you don't want to. Was that Jamie I saw over there?
Yeah, Jamie walked by.
Yeah, I might have to go say hey.
I can't hear what they're saying. CRT is something.
So you're Scott?
Yeah.
Nice to meet you,
Good
sir.
to meet you, Bob.
The good stuff.
That's why I'm behind the camera. Oops. Thank you guys for watching. By the way, taking your time. I know it's a weeknight, school night for all you parents. I know that feeling. Thanks for stopping in, at least if you've watched a little bit, or if you're watching the replay. We appreciate it. We appreciate the support, and we're having a good time out here at Nagel Middle School. So again, Max and I will be attending the school board meeting immediately following this protest. We're going to be hearing what is supposed to be said about critical race theory and the CARE program in the Forest Hills School District. I have a feeling that there might be some drama. We'll be sure to give that to you. The Forest Hill School District school board meetings are live streamed, by the way, on their YouTube channel. So you can head over there after we conclude this and check it out for yourself. But should definitely be an interesting time. So here's something interesting. We were talking about potentially the Democrats counter-protesting. I don't know if this is them, but if we pan over here and look, and because of the sun, I cannot see hardly anything here. But you see those people? Let's see here if we can see these people. They're holding signs of some sort, and I don't know what they say. I don't know who they are. I don't know if they're with this protester or a different one. But they've just walked up there in the last 10 or 15 minutes or so. So, be interesting to see who those people are. Let's try to zoom out here. There we go. So again, if you look at the makeup of the crowd, most of these people are parents and residents who live here. They have a immediate stake in what's being taught to their kids and the kids in their neighborhoods and things like that. Just peacefully gathering, exercising First Amendment rights. No rioting or looting. No destruction of property of the school or anything like that. So it's kind of a different kind of protest than anymore these days. Did you see the people down there?
No.
I don't know who they are.
Are they the CRT people?
I don't know.
CRT people?
I don't know.
Might
They
be.
Wondering
just
who's at the corner?
Yeah.
The anti-CRT folks.
Okay, thank you.
Yep.
Yep, so we got at the corner over there.
okay.
You can end the camera on over there.
I just did
Oh, okay.
actually.
Yeah, so for sure it's anti-CRT people.
Okay, cool.
Say again?
Are you recorders?
Sort of, we're podcasting.
Okay.
We got a Facebook
Well,
page now.
just let you know that me and a few people from King's Local School District are actually here,
Oh, okay.
which is
Oh.
not close to here.
Right.
But we inherited, as a superintendent just last week, Greg Sears, who brought CRT here. So, we're not happy. Huh? I'll talk to you. I don't know what to say, but I'll
Well,
say whatever.
Well, you came from Kings?
Yeah.
All right, so you already had that. You're about to get some of that stuff over there, huh?
We are about to get a lot of it. It's already in King's Local School District, and our groundswell is growing,
Yeah.
and we are working hard to get it out. And now that we know that Mr. Sears is our next superintendent, we have to work hard to make sure he knows this will not be tolerated in the King's Local School
Yeah.
District.
That's
What's
awesome.
the board situation like over there? We're not too familiar. So.
We have,
Yeah.
we have 5 people on the board. They voted 5 to nothing to get Mr. Sears in. They rushed him in my opinion.
Sure.
We had the resignation from our superintendent, and within a month and a half, we had Mr. Sears as our new.
Wow.
Yeah, we've been hearing that some floatings going on that some of these guys are starting to look at other places. So.
So I understand 4 out of 5. 4
Yeah.
out of 5 administrators.
Yeah. Are
So-
jumping ship. That's what I'm hearing too. Yep.
Right?
Wow.
And so our community did not get an opportunity to meet Mr. Sears before they signed on the dotted line. And
Okay.
that's
Wow.
concerning to a lot of
Very
us.
concerning.
For sure.
Yeah, especially with a unanimous decision. It's just
Yeah. Yeah.
what kind of a board is letting that kind of thing happen?
Right.
Yeah,
So
absolutely.
now we're learning everything we can.
Yeah, now's the
about
time, right?
Critical race theory, where it comes into our schools, how it comes into our schools, and how to keep it out.
Yep.
Thanks
Great.
for being
Thank you so much for
Thank
coming.
you so thanks a lot. Okay. So if you guys didn't hear that, she was from King's local school district. So as I was
We
saying,
just covered Kings, didn't we? Wasn't that with the two
yeah.
female
Yes.
prom queen and king?
Yep. And
Yeah.
and then they were part of that article too was the parents kind of going after the school for teaching some of this stuff. So I just mentioned that earlier, actually, when I was just sitting here talking.
Yeah.
And yeah, it just goes to show you it's creeping around. And
Yeah, y'all got to pay attention because
these school administrators, man.
they'll rush things through. As I understand it, they really rushed through this Redskin name change.
Well, sure.
Without, as far as I can tell, genuine input from the community, and they're still struggling to raise the money to pay for it. Even though their goal, I think, if I recall, their goal was to get to like 300,000 in February.
Yeah.
And I still think they haven't reached that goal.
Right.
And here we are coming up on June. So, I mean, it's that kind of thing. And what she's saying about Kings, it's something to keep in mind here. These elected officials, they'll rush things through.
Yep.
So that they can just get things done that they want to get done without any input from the community. They figure the only input they need is those votes, and that's crap.
Right.
Kurt, how you doing? So. Yeah, you really got to pay attention to what your school boards are doing, and this actually calls to mind a good point. Bob has mentioned he missed very few school board meetings.
Right. In like 4 years.
Yeah. So I mean, the guy's very involved, and I know it's a lot of work, guys, but if it matters, it matters to you what your kids are being taught.
Right.
You got to pay attention to that stuff. So. What's that? Awesome. Thanks for coming out.
Yeah, so I mean, and she made the point that they're from Kings, but Kings is not near here. I mean,
it's up in like Mason.
It's
right?
It's up in the Mason area by Kings Island, and up north of Loveland where I grew up. So yeah, like you have a stake in the school districts around Cincinnati.
Yeah.
It's not only just where you live, because once one school district starts teaching it, then the others
exactly
they start sharing administrators, and the other ones start looking at it and going, hey, well, they're teaching it, so we could teach it too. And so
they're going to sneak it in just a little bit at a time,
right?
And they're going to say it's something else. They're going to call it care, but,
and teaching your kids to be racist,
right? Exactly.
or to not care about the character of somebody, but the color of their skin, which is absolutely insane.
Yep.
Famous guy said something about that one time. I just can't remember who it was. Never could understand. Oh. I mean, we joke a lot about it, but this is a scary situation when you're talking about shaping the minds of young kids.
But, it's nice to see the kind of momentum that we're seeing right now.
Yeah, for sure.
And the energy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
sometimes that's what
definitely
it takes is getting pissed off, and people are certainly pissed off. I mean, you can see it.
For sure.
Now you can see they're not riding. I just want this to be clear.
I made this point earlier too.
I don't know what they're going to be doctoring over there over at Fox 19, but they're not riding. I don't see any fire extinguishers or lead pipes or bear mace.
Right.
I see
very
anything. Nice people, even if they are white. Well, if they can, I can too.
Well, right? I mean, it's fair game, I guess. Man.
I mean, at some point, it's got to be okay to be white.
Well,
and
when did it become not okay? That's my question.
Well,
you know what I
that's
mean?
kind of what the left will argue, is that it's always been okay to be white, but we always get dismissed for being
exactly.
white, unless we're speaking the right opinions.
Correct.
The correct opinions or whatever.
Right.
Okay. Yes. How you doing? Good.
Yeah. I mean. I will be interested to see Fox 19's coverage of this, though.
Mm-hmm. We might need to cover that. We might need to cover that.
Yeah.
On the next episode, because we won't have time. Are we going to try to record after this?
That's up to you.
Man, tomorrow's a busy night too. It's the ESRC meeting.
Oh, you're right. I forgot about that.
We could always just go for the meeting and then leave.
I mean, that's whatever you want to do.
You know, it might be fun. What if we recorded there with people sitting around?
That would be fun. Could we
talk
do
to
that?
Katie.
I was going to say, could we do that? That would be cool.
Even if we just went into another room?
Yeah. I mean, yeah.
I don't see why not.
I don't know. I don't know the rule. Where's it at? The Patriot Center?
I think it's the Patriot Center.
Is it?
Yeah.
Okay.
And I think they got a guy coming out from, I don't know if it's the CEO, but somebody from Point Blank is coming out to give a talk.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, which would be really cool.
Cool.
So. Who we got watching?
I don't know. There's 79 people.
Oh, okay. How's it going, guys? Comment. Tell us how we're doing. Tell us how stupid we are or how interesting we are.
I mean, we're obviously good looking because we're behind the camera.
Yeah. You know, we don't want to distract from the real story here.
Right. I don't want to become part of the story.
Right.
Journalistic integrity here.
Yeah. Let's see who we got here.
And if you haven't listened to the show in the last couple of weeks, listen to the show. We're on every major podcast platform.
Doing great, guys. Thanks, Rusty Williams. Appreciate that.
Share the show.
Yeah.
Tell your friends. Tell people you
Yeah.
love. Tell people you hate. Who cares?
Especially
Let them
the
listen
people
to it.
you hate.
Right.
Yeah,
they
tell
need
them.
it the
they
most.
Really need, they need some they need Jesus in their life is what they need. So yeah, Cancel It Out with Scott and Max. Make sure y'all are checking us out. We're on every major podcast platform. So if you listen to podcasts, this is a good one. I don't know if y'all listened to it, but we had a great interview with Bob Bibb on Friday that published. So if you haven't listened to that, please do. It really sets the stage for what we're about to be checking out tonight. So.
For sure. Yeah,
What do the signs say? The signs say care, everyone loses. CRT is evil. They've got some up there. I can't remember exactly what it says.
Stop
but it's,
critical race theory.
Yeah.
Care harms
CRT
children.
equals Marxism. MLK, not CRT.
Yep. There's one with a
which,
picture of Dr. Martin Luther King
You know,
Jr. on it.
promoting MLK is exactly the kind of thing you would expect a racist to do.
Right, of course. I mean, all the racists love him.
I had no idea this was up for vote in the school board, and I have 2 students in Forest Hills. Kristen, yeah. I don't know if it's up for vote right now, but they are training the teachers on this CARE program right now, and they're just not calling it CRT. So it's under a different name. But, I mean, all you have to do is listen for the buzzwords: diversity, inclusion, all that kind
equity.
of stuff. Equity. And once you hear those, you know that there's more than likely more going on there. And again, if you listen to our episode, it sounded like there were some lies and some projection going on the part of some of the people on the board.
Yep.
When people were pressing to find out what was being trained to these teachers about diversity and all that, and what they were teaching them about ending white supremacy in the schools, which I didn't even know that there was such a thing as white supremacy in the schools. So, I mean, you just got to pay attention because they'll sneak it out. Take back the board and bring back the Redskins. Yep, Redskin for life right here.
There you
Yep,
go.
Barbara, they're calling it CARES. That's right. It's just the devil under a different name is what it is. So.
Yeah, absolutely. That's how they get it into the schools.
Yeah.
I mean, they can't call it for what it is. They got to call it something else.
So, all right, it's 7:01. We're going to have to shut down here soon. Guys, thanks for watching. It was really cool. I didn't expect to see so many people getting on and listening.
Right.
And watching this, so that's really great.
Thanks for joining us.
So remember, make sure you're checking us out, Canceled Out with Scott and Max. I'm sure you'll probably want to get on YouTube. I think it's streamed live on YouTube,
Yeah.
so go ahead and get on YouTube. They're probably going to get started any minute now, and we got to get in there too.
Yep.
So thanks again, guys.
Thanks, guys.
You guys are freaking awesome.
What's up, man? So, we've tried to get into the school board meeting, and we are left out in the hallway with, I see 2 candidates for office who are out here with me, who are not allowed in, supposedly because the room has reached capacity. I don't know the truth of that because they refused to give a number to those of us who were out here. They literally have a Hamilton County Sheriff blocking the door, preventing people from getting in the room. I was up at the front at the door, and speaking with the administrator. I guess he's an administrator, I don't know who he is, and the sheriff, but they were not letting any more people in because supposedly the room is full. And now they've shut the doors completely with the sheriff standing by it to prevent any more people coming in and out, or coming in. So, yeah, this is the state of school board meetings. You know, people here that belong to the districts, concerned parents that want their voices heard. You know, not allowed to speak, not allowed to be even in the room. I mean, I'm sorry, I don't really care where your stance is on this kind of stuff. Everybody should be allowed to be in a room. If you're going to hold a school board meeting, you should be holding it in a place that can accommodate all of the people who want to show up, and not just the people that you may want or anything like that. So it's crazy. It's crazy the lengths that apparently they're willing to go to keep people out. And like I said, I've seen at least 2 candidates for the school district not be allowed to go in to the school board meeting. How is that even possible? It's crazy. So we're out here listening to the YouTube broadcast live stream, trying to anyway, because I mean obviously everybody else out here is too, and some people are talking or whatever else. So it's just crazy. But we did sign in. We're from Kings. We wish you all the best of luck. Thank you. Good luck yourself. Thank you for coming. We did sign in to make sure that they knew that we were here. But still not allowed to be in the room. Well, we'll catch you guys at some point. I'm gonna get off here and try to listen to this board meeting myself. Thanks for tuning in. So